Howdy, welcome back for more Minecraft. And we worked on this yesterday or the day before. I can't even remember now. And I did make a couple of changes. For one, I added this. This is a flux plug. And we're going to explain what that is in a minute. And also I got this advanced energy cube. It's basically a battery. It sucked up energy from the system and it's storing it for me. It was a quest reward. I did not make it. This I made, and we'll go through that a little bit. This is the Flux system. You set up a network ID. You can see Ozzy has an ID here. His is just power. And this allows for wireless charging. And basically, keeps all my energy powered stuff fully charged. This, I did make this. I needed a better pickaxe, and this was pretty cheap. So, I made this. And it's pretty cool looking, if I do say so myself. I rather like it. And it is amazing. Now, let me switch back to the other view, and I'll show you. This just breaks things. It's amazing how fast it breaks things. I'll just throw the cobblestone back up there. There is no silk touch option. But you can change how fast or slow it goes. You just hold shift, you crouch, and roll the mouse wheel. Fast, slow, normal, and off. Off is kind of cool because you can't break anything. But it's a pretty darn good weapon. Even with that turned off. So you can go beat up monsters without destroying the landscape. I'm going to have to change that. It's going to bug me. But we'll get back to that. Do that later. So these flux plugs, you just need to get flux. And flux is actually really easy. We just come over here and we look at redstone. I am almost out of redstone. How did that happen? Oh well, this will work. We'll just grab 36. And we can drop down here because of another thing that I have. This jetpack. We'll just hit G here. Set it's regular. And we'll stop our fall with jetpack. It's actually got a nice hover feature. You can fly around like you're in creative. Kind of cool. So for this flux, all you do... Oh, I didn't grab obsidian. You just grab a piece of obsidian. Place it here. Throw the flux underneath it. Like so. And then you hit the rock. And sometimes it turns into cobblestone. So you lose that piece of obsidian. Most of the time you don't. See, that was set for nothing, so let's change it to fast. Oops. And oops, I kind of broke it there. Sometimes it breaks too fast. Alright. And now that we got the flux, we can go back up. And Ozzy turned me on to this client-side mod. It's just, you look to control which way you're going up or down the ladder, and it makes you go up the ladder really fast. It's amazing. I love it. And I can't remember the name of it for the life of me right now. Otherwise, I'd tell you. Now, this flux, you can do many things with it, but the most important thing is you'll need to create these, and these you need Eye of Ender to make them. I had just enough that I'd picked up to be able to make a couple of, or the controller. This is the flux controller. This is the flux storage tank. It allows it to store some power up. And you hit the flux plug onto your power supply. It's amazing, and it allows you to charge your weapons. Because this is an energy weapon, or an energy tool. This is not a weapon. It's also very cheap. and it's pretty cool. You can do 3x3, 1x1. You can change the visual effects, precision mode. You have light placer, it'll place lights for you. Silk touch, so it will silk touch everything. Freezing, so it'll freeze lava if you pull out some blocks and the lava comes pouring out. Magnet, it'll pick up the stuff. Efficiency, just makes it better on power. But it's pretty cool. I mean, it just pulled all those out, no problem. And because of that flux network, this just stays fully charged all the time. Really love it. Now, we also made some changes to our power supply. I added 2 more power supplies, gas burning generators per unit here, for a total of 6 gas burning generators going. I also changed out the tube here for a 1x2 birch drawer, and that they're both set to take the organic or biofuel and the, oh, I forget what those are called, substrate. So they'll pull the substrate and the organic material, and they'll push them where they need to go. That with pusher upgrade just pushes the biofuel right up into the pressurized reaction chamber, keeps it all flowing, and that acts as another little buffer to keep the system from falling behind. I would recommend that change. And for some of the other stuff I have planned, I needed glowstone. One of the nice things about this mod is this crushing maciator. It's a cheap block. It makes glowstone and gunpowder from glowberries. So I set this up. It just runs off the water here and a little bit of power coming down behind it. This has a polar upgrade, which is similar to the pusher, except it pulls resources directly from here. And this is just set up with a power supply to up the amount of RF. So it's just growing glowberries. And I was feeling impatient. Ozzy told me about this thing you can craft time in a bottle, and it's amazing. You just hold it in your inventory and it stores up time. You can see I got 9 hours and 7 minutes and 16 seconds. You just right click on something and it makes it go faster. Absolutely love it. Anyhow, yeah, a lot happened while the camera was off, and it was not supposed to be that way, but it was. So, anyhow, the reason why I am not too concerned with missing the quantum entangler is because, well, I built 2 of them to be able to set everything up. This is what you'll need for the quantum entangler. But I'm not going to go through it, because here's what I found out. Let me pull this up. We have the gas burning generator. The only thing I was missing to be able to get the gas burning generator quest complete, was this wind generator. So I built one of these, plopped it on the ground, picked it back up, and it's sitting in my inventory because I'll never use this. But doing a gas burning generator, which we did, we just break one of these down and we'll put it back up there when we're done. Look at that, quest complete. So now we'll plop that gas burning generator back up there, and we'll hit it with a hammer to turn it the right way, because that's how things work. Alright. Now, if we come up here and you just do this quest, which we've already done to set up this system, you get 2 quantum entangler. And, that's kind of cool. We're going to need those. We'll just put that right back there. And we will build 2 of these real quick, and then we'll be right back. Alright, we just made our last 2 quantum entangler, and if you looked at the resources in the bag just beforehand, that was what you need. Now, the thing is, this has a block called the flux. What is it? All right. And now there is the flux plug and the flux point. The flux plug pulls energy into the system, into the flux network. The flux point allows you to create energy. Now this, I don't think, yeah, I just pulled apart our last thing of redstone, which I don't understand how I did that. But okay, the flux point is, it's four of these flux cores, which is the Eye of Ender, some flux, and some obsidian. So you just need 4 of those, which you create 4 at a time. And then you need a redstone block, which is rather simple. Usually, go ahead and we'll just tell it to make a redstone block for us. Can't believe I'm almost out of redstone. Take 1 redstone block, flux point, create. And that's really simple. That's why I didn't do anything special for it. Now, we've got our flux plug and our flux point. And we've got our 2 entangleporters, or 6 of them now. With a little bit of extra stuff. We'll just throw those extra doodads up in the regular inventory. So we can do that right here. There we go. Now, these are going to be our auto miners, digital miners. This one specifically is for the end. I've already built them. And each one is going to have 1 quantum entangleporter. And because the flux point works so well, we're going to use that rather than the quantum entangleporter for the power. Which means we have some extras. This is for a little bit later, so ignore that bag. So now, this is actually rather simple. You need 13 redstone dust, 10 diamonds, 1 obsidian, 37 iron, 5 osmium ingots, 10 gold ingots, 5 sand, 22 planks, and 8 cobblestone. 3 coal or charcoal. I'm using charcoal because you can. And 8 lapis. Let's grab all of this. And here's the thing. You're going to first make glass. I'm in the wrong machine. And because I can, this is the joy of time in a bottle. That was quick. Now, we are going to make some enriched carbon. We need 3 enriched carbon. You throw them in the enricher. And we'll just turn it to 62. And we need enriched redstone. We also need 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. We need 3 enriched diamond. 1, 2, 3. And then we need to grab all of those. We need obsidian dust, which is just throw that up there. Grab your obsidian dust. And we only need 6 of it. So we'll throw that back in the bag. All right. We also need to make enriched iron. Enriched iron is just, you're going to take your enriched carbon, throw it up there. Because we're going to do all of the enriched iron and steel right back to back. Enriched iron, we need 10. And we're going to hit that with the time in the bottle. Speed it right up. And you're just going to throw that right back in there. And that will become steel grit. Take the steel grit, throw it into the furnace. Speed that up too, because you can. This is empty now. We have our steel ingots. We need infused alloy, which is going to be redstone. How are we not empty? We should be empty. Okay, dump it. We don't need it. Okay, infused alloy. We're just going to use all the redstone right in a row. Infused alloy, we need 11. So, throw 11 iron up there. Heat it back up. Got our infused alloy. And now we need basic control circuits, which is just same thing. We need 4 of them. Let's throw 4 osmium up there. That will give us control circuits. So the osmium in the infuser with redstone gives you control circuits. And we should be done with the redstone now. Atomic alloy, which is going to be your diamond. So you're going to take and throw your enriched diamond up there. We're going to use that first. Enriched diamond and... oh yeah. So for the atomic alloy we need... and I lost my spot here. 7. We'll throw that in there. Hit it with the time in the bottle again. That's done. Got all those. Enriched obsidian. We need refined obsidian. And I do believe that's just this here. Yes. We need 6 of those. We just did 1. Let's get the rest of them. We need 4 enriched obsidian, which is take that refined obsidian there and throw it in the enricher. Alright. I do believe these last 2 are going to be ingots. You need the induction smelter, because that's the only one that will give you obsidian ingots without having to use osmium also. And atomic alloy. We need 7 atomic alloy, which is these here. Hit it with the time in the bottle. And you'll see we have enough there that we could have made 8, but we don't need 8. Okay, and we need 2 refined obsidian ingots, which we just made. And 2 chests. Yes, 2 chests and a personal chest. I don't remember the personal chest, so bear with me. Ah, yes, personal chest. And the energy tablet. The energy tablet is right here. And you can see it's rather simple too. We need 2 energy tablets. So we'll just add some more of that. Add some more of that. And there. 2 of those. We need 2 pistons. I'm pretty sure we all know how to make pistons. 2 pistons. 2 logistical sorters. I don't remember how to make those either. Logistical sorters. That's these here. Why we need the 2 basic control circuits there. And the last of our iron. 2 pistons. Actually goes together rather quick and rather easy. Then we need the robot. This is the robot. And I don't know what it's supposed to do on its own. I've never used it on its own. But it works. We have the robot. And we need a teleporter core. That's this right here. 1 of those. Now, we should be able to just come in here and do the digital miner. Oh, I need 2 of those. Okay. I need 2 teleporter cores. Just make 1 more real quick. I just forgot to make the second one. Throw the digital miner up there. We've got a digital miner. And 5 diamond left over, so my numbers were off a little bit. My numbers were off by 5 diamond. That's okay. That's good. That's a good way to be off. You're spending less diamond than you thought you had to. So now we've got... yeah, you could see I thought I adjusted for that. All right, so now we've got 3 setups here. Each and every one of these is ready to go out. Now, this is where things get a little bit different. We've got the flux point 3 universal cables, a set of teleporter frames, and a teleporter. That's going to go into each of those bags as well. Okay. Now the reason for this all going up here is because I'm going to very shortly, probably in a live stream tomorrow, I'm going to dig out the rest of this basement and we're going to make portals that go to each of these miners after we set them up. Until then, you can use this right here, the portable teleporter. Now, these teleporters, they seem like they're a lot. Now, the teleporter itself, steel casings, the teleportation core, and 4 basic control units. Not bad. These, on the other hand, are actually much harder, the teleporter frames, because this is glowstone and osmium to create the refined glowstone ingot. These refined obsidian ingots, they're just time-consuming and annoying. Expensive on diamonds, too. But it gives you 9 with each one you build, so it gives you 1 complete frame for the cost of the diamond that you're spending. And then 3 cables to connect them. But this personal teleporter, I actually already set one of these up. So if I teleport to this place, Jago's base, it takes me right out here. I put this right in the ground. There's actually a flux point right down here. You can see it down there. Throw the dirt back down there. And then we run back in the house. See if this guy has anything interesting. Coral. Crocodile egg. I don't even know what that's for. Orange dye. Skyrus sapling. I don't even know what that looks like. No, I don't think we want any of this. So, and you live for now. Be grateful. Typical door-to-door salesman there. All right. So yeah, that's all pretty easy. We're just going to have this so we can teleport to the auto miners when we get them too far away from the base, which is kind of nice. So, yeah, a lot happened while I was offline, and I just kept running across stuff and getting sidetracked and distracted. So, anyways, finishing off this line here. We talked about this last line here, and that's the osmium compressor. You saw the glowstone ingot. The glowstone ingot is you throw an osmium ingot in with glowstone dust, and if we just throw 1 osmium and 1 glowstone, it eats the osmium, and watch it. Once it processes through, you're going to wind up with a glowstone ingot down here in the chest. A refined glowstone ingot. It's a rather annoying process, and it's almost unnecessary, I would say, for wasting that much time for it. But it works out good. I am not displeased with it. So, why don't we go find a spot to set these up? This is the overworld. Got it named Homeworld. And we're just going to bring this outside. So, right now I'm starting on X256, Z370. This looks like a good spot to put it. So we're going to grab out our flux point. And we're going to place that right on the ground. On top of that, we are going to place our auto miner. And we're not going to bother with the teleporter just yet. Now we're just going to place the auto miner right on top of that. I know that's perfect physics there. We're going to set this to use my network and turn everything on, including the chunk loading. And now we're going to look at the auto miner here. You can see it's got power. We want it to config. In here, we're going to go by tags. We are going to go. Well, actually, what we're going to do is we are going to do F3 and H. And that will allow us to see tags. And we'll come in here and we'll go OR. And what we can see is forge ores. That's what we're looking for. The second one down. Forge ores. That's the tag we're going to be looking for. Now, we're going to add that tag. Forge / ore star. Check. Now, no matches. Let's get rid of the S. Is it colon? Forge ores. And then it will be searching for all ores. Save. And now another thing you want to look for is actually grouped blocks. So if we come in here and we actually search for glowstone, so a glowstone block is made by compressing down glowstone dust. It's actually not considered an ore. It's a storage block, which is strange to me, but that's what it is. So we're going to search for storage blocks as well. Forge storage. And that will search for anything that can be disassembled. All right. Now we're going to call that good. Radius. If you put in like 120, it won't work. 65, it only goes 32. So 55, nope, 32. It's a 32 radius. Min, we're going to do negative 99, negative 64, max 400, 319. Okay, so you set that to the max, and that's all you need. Now, we wanted to auto eject, and Silk Touch would be nice, but Silk Touch is going to make it suck power fast. Did they lessen the amount of power it needed? Oh, because I don't have the speed upgrades in it. Alright, and you can add speed upgrades and energy upgrades to this as well. I did not make those upgrades. I'll make those upgrades, but you can see that it is mining. Alright, that will mine up all of the ores underneath this for a 32 block radius. Now, what we need is we need the quantum entangleporter. I'm going to put that right there. And I don't know why this is showing up. Okay. And we're going to set that to a new private network. I haven't set up a power yet. Okay. Anyhow, I'm going to set that to the auto miner network. We're just going to create the auto miner network, and we are going to set it to input on all sides, auto eject on. There we go. That's not storing any power, but it is transferring items. Now, that's all set up and done, and I lost my ability to jump really high. So, that's kind of a bummer, but we are going to grab another one of those quantum entangleporters, and we're going to also set that to be Where do we want to put this? Yeah, for now we'll just set it right here, out of the way. And we'll put that one block up. Put that right there. Now we need to set this to clear, output, output. Now it's working. And now you can see it's just pushing everything from that auto miner into this chest, which is going to need a stack upgrade because it's going to get over full pretty quick. But it's a good spot for our ores to wind up at the base. Alright, now we've got two more to set up. This one goes into the end, which we haven't even begun yet, so that's going to sit there and wait. And the nether. I think the nether's actually going to wait too. But we've got the bag all ready for them. So I'd say we're pretty well along on this. It's surprising to me, but this actually went rather quick. These auto miners are rather simple, rather easy, and yeah, if you're not using them, you should. Next episode, we're going to put these to use because I really like these portal systems, and I really think it's kind of neat that you can just pop wherever you want to go. And the only cost is energy, which, because of that wireless network, we have unlimited wireless energy. And it is interdimensional energy transfer, so even if I go to the nether, I'm still going to get my power recharged. So yeah, next week we're gonna build these portals and put them to good use. All right, I think that's going to be it for today. I don't know what that thing is in the middle of my face, and I don't know how to shut it off. Ah, it's K. K does it. We need to remember that because that is really bad. So, all right. Next time, we're going to set up a portal room. And I think that'll be fun. We'll maybe even see if we can set up a portal to Ozzy's base. He really likes these portal systems. Anyhow, see ya.